All right, so what you're going to do for the graphing practices worksheet, you're going to read this first scenario, and then what is your initial observation? So what you're going to put here is what you first notice. What's the issue that's going on during or within this paragraph? So that's what you'll type here. What is the independent variable? An independent variable is something, an item, that you give to one person and not the other, or what you give to an original to someone who you're testing and against someone who you're not. So for example, if I split the class up into two groups, one group I wanted to test all groups to see how they test, how well they test. One if I give them candy and one if I don't, and to see if candy is a factor that affects the results. So in that case, the independent variable would be the candy. The dependent variable here is what you measure. So in my example, it would be their test scores. Here it would be, you'd have to figure that out. And then at the end, you're going to tell me what's the solution. What did they find after this whole scenario? So that's how you do the beginning part. The next part is rate of change. So what you're going to look at, it says calculate the rate of change for plants with 6 hours of sunlight from day 7 to day 10. So what you're going to look at here is 6 hours. So that's the triangle. So day 7 to day 10. So you're comparing 7 to 10. So if I look at day 7, this is approximately 70 millimeters in height. Day 10, it's at 70 millimeters of height. So that would be no rate of change. So that's your one help. Okay, here you're going to do the same, but for 9 hours. So you're going to look at the one that has an X in it, and you're going to look at day 6 in comparison to day 8, and you'll figure that out. Now for the graphing, I did provide you one piece of graph paper. If you have your own or you just want to do it on line paper, that's completely okay. So the first thing here is you're going to graph this information. Now you can choose to graph it as a line graph or bar graph. Again, it's your choice, and I'll explain which was better or which is better after. So it says graph the data using your graph paper, label your graph, and label your axes. Then you're going to find the mean, median, and mode. But notice there's two sets of data. So you have to find the mean, median, mode for group A. Then you also have to find that for group B. Okay. Then based off this data and comparing the two groups, did the drug group work as opposed to the control? Did it produce more mice in this case? So you'll put your answer here. Now, for the tiger shark population, what you're going to do is I give you a set of information for tiger sharks, and then I also give you information on nurse sharks, and that's listed here. What you're going to do, again, find the mean for the tiger sharks, find the mean for the nurse sharks. After you graph it, you're going to tell me what month would you expect to see them be of equal number. And what do the two trends tell you? You're going to look at the graph and tell me what do you know after graphing it, what's happening to the shark populations. So I hope that helps.